Hey everybody, blessings and hello to you. I hope all is well. I am recording on July 15th, 2024, and I'm recording from my desk in my room that I call my Serenity Room. This is where I do my writing and recording and thinking. And I would just like to briefly introduce myself to anybody who may be watching my videos for the first time. You may have just discovered me, so let me just tell you who I am. I am Letitia. I'm a millennial mom of 5 children. I am an INFJ empath. I am a progressive idealist. I am agnostic, intuitive. I am a poet and aspiring writer and inspirational speaker. I'm basically on a journey of growth and learning. I will be celebrating my 42nd birthday next month, and I had a spiritual awakening in 2016. And from that time on, I have been going through a process of learning about life and from life in a different, from a different perspective. I've been in my season of maturity and becoming the source of inspiration and wisdom and knowledge that I am trying to be. I would consider myself, I just recently started to call myself an intuitive because I was trying to figure out, well, what really is my contribution to the conversation? They have intellectuals and they have historians and they have scientists. So what is my contribution? What gives me the right to have an opinion on anything, to share an opinion on anything? From what perspective am I giving my thoughts and opinions? And I usually call my recordings either a thought or my writing either a thought or an opinion an opinion. And the reason I do that is because I consider myself in this season of really trying to learn and educate myself and absorb information and process information and shape that information into an idea or thought or vision of my own, to develop my perspective and my understanding of it. And I see myself as a person who is open to my perspective evolving every day as I learn new things, as I learn more, as more things start to transpire, or I experience more, or I witness more things. I consider my mind a constant evolving and growing thing. Whatever the word is supposed to be there, but organism, I guess. I'm constantly growing, constantly learning. So recently, I put out some thoughts on the shooting, the attempted assassination, as it is called, the shooting at the Trump rally that happened on the 13th of July. This July has been nuts. And, I shared my perspective on that. And now my perspective has evolved a little bit more as more days have passed and more information has come out. And I've listened to the thoughts and perspectives of other people. So I have a little bit to share about that if you're interested. But before I head into talking to speaking about that, I just wanted to, basically touch on the news of the day. I don't know what else is going on, but there's one headline that caught my attention that is a major, significant headline, a significant thing to happen in this timeline, which is that Judge Aileen Cannon, she dismissed the Trump mishandling of documents case, and it was, the reason that she claimed is because Jack Smith was not authorized, not I forget the exact words, but not supposed to be not was not supposed to be appointed to this case, which I didn't read anything or watch any videos, so I basically am going on the little headline and the little thing that would be under the headline for that little piece of information. So it's hard for me by the time this is post, you know I don't know when this is going to be posted. I'm going to probably try to post it today on the same day I recorded, which is July 15th, you know. But it's really, really hard for me to keep up with this timeline. I want to be somebody who, talks about things and my observation of things and process information. And I realized that I wanted to be fast like everybody else, but I realized that as an intuitive, which is something that I just recently started to call myself and to realize that I am, as an intuitive, I cannot go on the speed of the timely timeline. I can't go that fast. I have to process. I have to observe. I have to listen to other people. I have to see more days pass and to see what happens, and to really have an idea. And sometimes too, I just have to like allow myself to rest so I could be in the good state of mind before I record or before I try to write about something, because as an INFJ empath, my energy level isn't, I'm not a energetic person in terms of being able to socialize or keep going or keep taking in outside information without some ability to rest and process and allow myself to rest and for my brain to recharge. I can't just keep going. I can't be in that environment constantly without some kind of rest or like unplug or ability to chill. So anyway, I saw the little announcement on Midas Touch, his Instagram account, and it said that this is something that can be appealed at the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals. So again, I will get around to listening to videos and maybe discuss it if I feel inclined to, or maybe not. But for anybody that has been paying attention to politics on the same side of the information sphere, on the side of truth that I am, we already have an idea and an opinion on what kind of judge, a Trump appointed judge, a Federalist Society judge, I believe. I believe, I have to confirm that, what kind of judge she is. We already know that she's a partisan judge, and throughout the whole case, she has not handled it well, and she willfully did not handle it the way a judge is supposed to handle it, and she was trying to help Donald Trump all the way through. So it's very interesting at the timing, of this announcement, the day of the RNC, the Republican National Convention, that's starting today in Milwaukee, where Donald Trump will be officially made the Republican nominee, and the Republican Party will make it official. They will hand over, or should I say, surrender that nomination to a wannabe dictator, narcissist, bad guy, and one of the most dangerous people in the world, in my opinion. One of the most dangerous people in our world that would practically and honestly destroy the world as we know it if he gets a chance, And I do not know what is in the minds of these people, why are they so short-sighted and why would they do that? I don't understand what's in their minds, so it's not for me to try to get why they would do that, but it is for me to help in the efforts to stop that in its tracks, because it wouldn't be good for me. It wouldn't be good for my kids. It wouldn't be good for my earth, my planet, my home, the people I love, and the good of mankind. It just would be a bad thing all the way around. And I don't know what would make anybody decide to do that, allow that to happen, to deliberately let that happen. So now let me get to the main part of why I wanted to record this video. I wanted to share how my perspective on the shooting has evolved a little bit, and I hope I could say it in the correct way. The comments on this video will most likely be off, because I've chosen to not keep the comments on for any videos that I made, or for most of the videos that I made that would draw certain types of people to my video. And people that would not come with good faith arguments, or just people that would like to debate back and forth. This is a taught video. This is about my, about my mind and how I see things. It is not something to debate, because it's not. It's my perspective, you know. And I'm open to evolving and learning more, but I'm not going to have conversations and arguments with anybody who wants to argue with it on my feed, you know. This is a learning and growing process, and as more days go by, more information, the information changes, you know. And just like how I do everything in my life, I'm a fluid person, meaning that my life is often evolving. My mind, my thoughts, my ideas, they evolve constantly. So I'm not a stagnant person. I'm not stuck in my ways and stuck in my opinions. But controversial videos, I prefer to keep the comments off to protect my energy, you know. So I was thinking, you know, in my previous videos, I told you that I was skeptical and I felt that it was orchestrated and it felt a little weird. And, you know, I had a funny feeling about it. And I do not know if I ever used the word staged in any of my videos. I remember using the word orchestrated, you know, and I never said who orchestrated it. I said that I wouldn't put it past people in Trump world and Donald Trump for put it past them to orchestrate something like that, you know. And I never really said that I believe that this is what that I think I know the answers or accuse anybody of anything. It is that my imagination can take me there, because I could see, based on the pattern of behavior, how this could happen, how someone, how he could be willing to go this far, or anybody in that world would be willing to go this far. But as the days went by, I found that the things wasn't really, as from the perspective of Donald Trump, it wasn't really working out how I envisioned that it would. You know, I felt that he was quiet. You know, I felt that the things that he, like him calling for unity, and I don't know, I felt that his response was a little bit strange. And I remember in a video that I posted today or yesterday, you know, where I discussed, yeah, that was today. I posted it today, where I discussed, you know, what I saw in the video where he was saying, where he was talking about it, you know, he wanted to stop and get his shoes. And I realized, I after thinking about it for a bit, I I wondered, you know, I thought that was strange, you know. I thought the whole thing in that was really strange, even for something orchestrated. It was a little strange, just about the shoes, you know. As I process it, it seems strange, and then I remember asking myself, you know, thinking about it and asking myself, I wonder if that was because he was in shock, you know. So I listened to a video today. I would say that's one of the best takes that you know, that I have, that resonated with me the most in regards to this shooting. And it is from a fellow intuitive, a more mature and experienced intuitive than me, whose her name is, the name of her channel on YouTube. The name of her channel is Ellie Dreams Down Under, and she's a more mature intuitive than me, like I said. And the name of the video is called The Shooting, you know. And I would say that that take resonated with me. That video resonated with me more than any other perspective that I've heard. And I would recommend that you watch it if you're interested in a unique perspective on the matter, and to dig a little bit deeper and understand it from the perspective of an intuitive like myself. So, you know, I say all that to say that I think I'm finally willing to accept that it is an attempted assassination. However, it is not coming from the other side. That is the thing. That attempted assassination definitely wasn't from the liberal side of the wasn't from the liberal side, you know. And that is something to think about. So thank you for listening.